Horror films? Fake ghosts? Nonsense. That was my mantra. Life was simple, routine. University studies, my small rented room. Shared with Mark, a quiet guy. We mostly kept to ourselves. No drama, no excitement. Until the sounds began. Soft, almost inaudible. A dragging like something across the floor. I dismissed it. Old building, settling noises, but fear, a primal instinct, began to stir. I pushed it down. Logical explanations, I told myself. The sounds persisted, night after night, always after Mark was asleep, always from his side of the room. I'd lie awake, heart pounding, listening. The dragging, a soft thump, then silence. My imagination ran wild. I started checking the room, under the beds, in the wardrobe. Nothing. Just the silence, heavy and unsettling. Sleep became a distant memory. My nerves were frayed, my mind a whirlwind of possibilities, each one more terrifying than the last. One night it happened. The dragging, louder this time, followed by a thump. Then, silence. I lay frozen, fear a vice around my chest. I had to do something. I called out, "Mark, you all right?" My voice sounded small, pathetic in the darkness. Silence. Then a soft groan from under Mark's bed. Terror gripped me. I scrambled out of bed, fumbling for the light switch. The room remained cloaked in darkness. Power cut. Typical. I grabbed my phone, the cold metal a comfort in my trembling hand. The screen flickered on, casting a faint glow. I pointed it towards Mark's bed, my heart threatening to burst. Nothing. Just the empty bed, the shadows stretching out like grasping claws. Relief washed over me, brief but potent. I must have imagined it. The groan, the sound. It had to be my sleep-deprived mind. I lay back down, phone still clutched in my hand. My body was taut, every sense on high alert. The room felt different, colder. Then, I saw them. 2 pinpoints of light, gleaming in the darkness. They were at the foot of my bed, watching me. My breath hitched. I froze, paralyzed by fear. The light didn't move, but I felt its intensity burning into me. It was like something was aware, watching, waiting. The power returned with a jolt, the sudden brightness blinding. I blinked, my eyes adjusting. The room was empty. No pinpoints of light, just the familiar furniture, the posters on the wall. I convinced myself it was a trick of the light, my overactive imagination playing games. I needed to get a grip, but then I noticed it. The door. It was slightly ajar. We always kept it closed, especially at night. A shiver ran down my spine. A cold dread settled in the pit of my stomach. This was not my imagination. Something was wrong, very wrong. I had to leave. Get out of the room, out of the flat. My feet moved before my mind could catch up. I threw the door open, ready to bolt, and stopped dead. Standing in the doorway was Mark. His face was pale, his eyes wide and unblinking. He was clutching a hammer. "Going somewhere?" he asked, his voice a low growl. He took a step towards me, the hammer glinting under the hallway light. I was trapped. My mind raced. What was happening? Why was Mark acting like this? I backed away slowly, my heart pounding against my ribs. "Mark, it's me," I stammered. "What are you doing?" He didn't answer, just kept coming closer, that unsettling grin widening on his face. I was cornered. There was nowhere to go. Then I remembered. The dragging sound. The groan. It wasn't from under the bed. It was from inside. I grabbed the bedside lamp, my hands trembling, and shone it under the bed. 2 eyes glowing red in the darkness, not Mark's. I didn't wait to see what lurked in the shadows. I didn't want to know. I shoved the lamp at Mark, heard him cry out as it connected with his face, and ran. I didn't stop running until I reached the street, the cold night air stinging my lungs. I looked back at the flat, the windows dark and silent. What had happened? What was under the bed? I never went back. I left everything behind. The police found the flat empty, no signs of a struggle, no evidence of anything unusual, just a missing student, another unsolved case. But I know the truth. There are things that hide in the shadows. Things we don't understand. And sometimes the most ordinary places can harbor the most terrifying secrets. I learned that the hard way, and I'll never forget the eyes glowing under the bed.